Wow! The amulet of the champion. It looks good on you. I'll let you in on a little secret. This amulet is most of the reason Locke seems so special. It has magical powers. As long as you're at full health, it'll cause you to run faster and jump higher and farther.
Alright. Hey, what is up, friends? My name is Shudaki from the Let's Play channel HalvedStudios, and welcome back to more Let's Play Attack and the Power of Juju. And in the last episode, we resurrected the mighty warrior Locke. But unfortunately, he cannot perform his mighty warrior duties due to the
We need the moonstones.
Horrific
Don't come back again
Resurrection's Revenge, which is essentially you shit yourself non-stop for being brought back to life. Which honestly, I know it's like a plot contrivance because like, oh, your main character's Tack, but I actually like that idea as a concept, just because it goes thematically. Like you don't just resurrect people willy-nilly without there being a cost. You know, you don't go against the natural laws of the universe without, you know, paying its due. You know, you don't come back to life without paying some cost. And granted, you know, some cost, like in some worlds, some fictions, the cost is like your health, like you become sickly for the rest of your life or something like that. But for this, you just shit yourself, you just massively shit yourself until like you just forever, basically.
Tack, we need the moonstones.
Which I thought is pretty funny, but I also really like. It works thematically, and I like the idea that there is a consequence to messing with the natural order of things. So, but anyway, we now have, I don't know, is he actually wearing it? Yeah, he is actually wearing it. The Amulet of the Champion, which essentially lets us jump higher, run faster, and hit harder, as long as we're at full health. So now, Restoration Dance will actually start to be useful, because now, as we restore ourselves, we also restore jumping ability, and we restore jumping ability, and we restore damage, and we restore jump speed. So now, with the pole vault, the Amulet of the Champion, and a fully charged Crazy Feet, we can now travel the absolute max distance possible. Look at that. That is a massive bloody jump. But anyway, Yorbles are now no longer necessary. We now need to collect the Moonstones. And if you've been paying attention throughout the Let's Play, you may remember certain areas and certain levels where there are... Damn it. Where there are...
Nice.
You may remember certain areas and certain levels where there was a little gong that we had to hit. And when we hit it, it just went... And it was just like, nah, bro, that doesn't do anything. Well, now that we have the Amulet of the Champion, we can now use those gongs to enter new areas. And unfortunately, there are only actually 3 of them this time. The game devs decided to kick out the burial grounds. There's no... I suppose they consider the Spirit Realm the 3rd new area for the burial grounds. Which is kind of unfortunate, but that also makes sense. 4 main areas with 2 adjacent areas to each of them. You know, again, this game had a budget. This was the first game, remember. First games always have less budget. You know, you can't just like, okay, well, we need better graphics. Just throw money at it. Yeah. Like, no, you have to, you know. I wonder if my damage does go up. So, like, building, well, okay, so Tax Village, 4 areas. So 32, 33, 34 levels total. Like, that's a lot of levels. As long as I did my math right, I'm not forgetting anything. I wonder if I can make that jump. Yeah, I can make the jump. Give me feathers. Boom. Alright, so, but anyway, I've been walking towards my goal without talking about it. So there are 3 areas, one in Chicken Island, one in Treetop Village, and one in Dry Rock Canyon. Now we're actually going to be doing them in reverse order this time. So instead of following the standard burial ground, treetop, chicken, dry rock, we're gonna go dry rock, chicken, treetop. Mostly because there are more Juju powers that we can be acquiring. I love that. There are more Juju powers that we can be acquiring, and I actually want to acquire them in a very specific order. Mostly because the Juju powers that we'll be acquiring will actually be super useful. The Juju power in Dry Rock will be really useful in Chicken Island, and Chicken Islands will be really useful in Treetops. So we're going to be heading to Dry Rock Canyon first. And of course, we're going to be far more lenient about using our Juju powers now. Because we are approaching the end of the game, and I haven't really used them that much. So I want to use them more. Now granted, for how many we have, I have used them all a fair amount. Just not an excess, just not to the amount that I prefer. Because I'd rather...
That's gonna leave a mark.
Ow, that hurt. Oh, I'm slow again. This is upsetting. Because I'd rather, like, get to use my Juju powers a tad more. You know, it's just like how I try to use every gun equally in a first-person shooter. I want to use every Juju power, like, at least, maybe not equally, but to a reasonable degree in each, in this game. Ow, damn it, a goat. What if I could just outrun it now? Yeah. Come on. Okay, I cannot outrun the ram, which is unfortunate. Maybe I can, actually. Nope, I cannot. But maybe if I can. Let's find out. Wah! Haha! Stupid ram. Oh, don't explode on me! Oh, jeez. Why do the cactuses explode? This sucks. This place sucks. Alright, but the next place that we need to be heading to is further up this way, if I remember. It's actually funny, like, that half of the map, really you don't ever need to go there ever again once you have the plan, because, like, the Tiki Shrine's there, the thing you need to collect for the shrine's over there, and the Hard Rock Cafe's right there. So... Although, I feel like that's kind of a trend in a lot of the levels. Like, there's kind of a main area that you just kind of hang around. And that's sort of this one for Dry Rock. This and the entrance, of course. And, you know, for the mountaintop, it would be the area where the shrine is. Actually, it's usually the areas where the shrines are. Alright. Oh, careful now. Now, I can just... So if we look up here, we got ourselves a sun symbol. The sun symbol. That's going to be leading us to our next location. And actually, that was pretty smart on the game devs' part to put the Tiki for the shrine in part 2 over here. In order to teach the players that, hey, there's definitely something you need to get here. Oh boy. Teach the players that, hey, there's definitely something you need to get in this level, because there is a shrine, and you need to find the shrines.
I gotcha.
But, it's hidden in this area, which shows you this spot, which was locked off to us previously. So it kind of demonstrates to the player that, like, this is going to be a place you need to come back to later, or at least have the player remember that this place exists. Because I could realistically see a player of this game, not if that Tiki was not there, wandering around, finding the one on Chicken Island, finding the one on Treetop, but not finding the one here, and just thinking, well, I guess this place just must not have one, just like the burial grounds. Because this place is kind of out of the way. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The gong opens the door, and we shall travel forth into the Sun Temple. Yeah, where's the Sun Juju? I know the Moon Juju is our guardian, but Where's the Sun Juju? Also, is the Sun Juju also a girl, or is the Sun Juju a boy? Because they're gonna do like that whole, you know, like it's like Mother Nature, Father Time kind of thing. And if so, the Moon Juju is beautiful and kind and like amazing. Is the Sun Juju just like an ugly asshole? That would be funny. I don't think the Sun Juju has ever been in attack properly before. Now, of course, I'm not. Oh, wow. That was weird. Although I'm not super familiar with the fourth game of the series, and I'm also not super familiar with the TV show. Please, just let me get up there. I'm not super familiar with the TV show, so I do not know. Maybe the Sun Juju's in those. I'm gonna say probably not, though. Just because I know the TV show specifically was like, you know, let's just phone it in. People love Tak and the Power of Juju, and they'll watch anything. Stupid kids will watch anything. Just make a Tak series and like completely change it from like how the TV series is, even down to the character designs. You know, we'll just reuse the same 5 Jujus for every plot point, and of course we'll have to have a Juju in every plot point because, you know, God forbid you do anything interesting with the characters. No, it's just, oh, gotta have Party Juju! Gotta have Party Juju! 7 episodes of the 14 episodes of fucking Party Juju! Fucking, I hate that TV show. I genuinely think that TV show is the reason the Tak property died. I feel like if that TV show hadn't have happened and its subsequent influence on the 4th game of Tak and the Power of Juju, we would have had at least 2 more Tak games, because every one of them had been great and sold phenomenally until the TV show came out. Fuck that TV show. I mean, granted, I do actually like the 2 sidekick characters they give Tak, but everything else was garbage.
The Sun Temple's been here for way longer than I can remember. Many of its secrets have been lost. You'll have to figure them out if we plan to find the Moonstone.
Okay, hold on. Quick question. We walked in a door to get here, right? How the fuck did we get here? There's no door. We're suddenly on a floating platform. Unless this guy over here was just like, you walk into the door and you end up in his mouth, he just spits you over here. Which would have been funny. That would have been funny. But the Sun Temple is kind of where you start to see the game devs start to get a little tired. Or maybe the budget started to get a little tenser. Because, like, look at this. It's just black walls. Just black walls. Instead of the really nice painted backgrounds. I mean, granted, we still have some cool stuff, but overall, you see some corners starting to get cut with the Sun Temple. Now, whether it's because the game devs got tired, or... oh, jeez. The game devs started to get tired, or budgetary concerns, or maybe, just maybe, and I also give them the benefit of the doubt that perhaps they wanted to, like with all these floating platforms and shit.
I think those jars are full of some kind of oil. You may be able to use them to start fires. I think the hot floors will ignite the oil.
Or maybe, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, maybe this is just like their intent. Maybe that is just what they wanted to do. Like, maybe they wanted this kind of pseudo-material plane aesthetic. Kind of what they had going with Tak's Village. No! Hey, you know what? Just you. Yeah, there we go. Maybe maybe that was just the aesthetic they wanted to go for. I mean, hell, it's always possible. Yeah, take that, you suck-a-duck. Duck your suck, you fucking nuck. Oh jeez, don't kill me. Don't kill me.
When in doubt, take the
Ha! Beamed him. So, you know, it's always possible that this just might be their aesthetic choice. I don't personally agree with it, as I feel like they would have been better served by actually having feel like the walls surrounded the place, but I mean, maybe that was just their decision. You know, You know, you can't just look at a situation and assume you know everything about it. Ow, really? You damaged me in the cutscene? Dick. You know, your point of view isn't always and only the only correct point of view. You gotta remember that. That's an important thing to remember as a person in the world. And with that bit of sage-like advice, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode off here because we are running out of time. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and in the next episode, we're gonna be exploring further into the Sun Temple. But until then, I hope to see you all in the next episode and that you have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.